Hey guys, in today's video, we're gonna talk about what are the best prop firms right now that you can use with your EA that will let you get funded, let you get paid out with absolutely no problems at all. So all of the time I get asked questions like, hey Axel, what's the best prop firm to use right now? Hey Axel, what's the best prop firm for EAs, etc, etc. So I wanted to make this video so instead of having to always answer the same questions, I can now just refer you to this video and you can see my top picks for the best prop firms for EAs. So right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go on my computer, I'll record my screen and show you my best picks. All right guys, so let's get started. First of all, I want to get started with FTMO. Yes, the OG, the original company, the one that started it all, FTMO. This is still one of the best solutions for you to get funded with the EA. Now, just last week, we had one of our people on Discord, right here, make $8,000 and 175 bucks. You can see the date there. As you can see, this is our Discord. And that was 2 weeks of profits. So yes, FTMO is still a very, very valid solution and is definitely one of the best prop firms out there that will 100% pay you out once you are funded, once you did sign the contract, once you are one of their funded traders. I have never heard anybody having any problems when it comes to payouts or being denied the payouts or anything like that, like we're seeing with some other firms. You know who I'm referring to, but they do have one thing here. If you go to the rules, you can see there's a maximum capital allocation rule. Now, the only way for you to actually bypass this rule is this. Now, before I go into that, I want to go back to a couple of months ago. I would say around maybe 3 months ago, this started happening. We had so many people. This was when the EA was still a bit newer. We had so many people trading the exact same pair, which at the time was gold, and using the exact same settings. So what ended up happening, and all of them were flocking to FTMO. So what ended up happening is some people started getting denied and they were getting maximum allocation rule. The reason for that was because, first of all, everybody was trading the exact same pair. Everybody was using the exact same settings, like copy-paste settings, right? And the same schedules, like even time schedules. I remember when we first started, we had set time schedules for everything. And that was a real problem because now everybody's trading literally the exact same way. And it looks as if like it's copy trading or something, which is also banned from FTMO. So then we had to figure out a solution because our clients needed to get funded with FTMO. And after playing around with it for a bit, we found out the solution. The solution was that with FTMO and other couple of firms, what you need to actually do is to have your own little strategy, so your own little twist to it. You can use the EA. You will get funded with the EA in these conditions. For example, let's say the set files that we have on our website once you purchase our EA, right? So those, you can start using them as a base start instead of using them as an end-all be-all. So basically, you want to download them and then tweak them further. You can tweak the lot sizes, you can tweak the take profit, you can tweak the stop loss. If you're more advanced, you can start tweaking the grid increment and the martingale, etc., etc. And that way, you're the only one with that very custom set file. And if you manage to do that, then you do not get capital allocation. And that's how we were able to solve the problem with FTMO. So basically our clients started tweaking their own settings, started using it on different pairs instead of everybody just using it on one pair. That's why right now, if you go to our website, we have plenty of pairs. We have gold, we have US 30, we have AUD/NZD, we have Euro JBP, we have a NAS 100, a couple of other ones. And the reason why we wanted to have diversified pairs is so that people wouldn't all go and flock to one single pair and have the same problem again. So since then, we did not have any people getting denied or getting any of that problems. Everybody that actually received their contract with FTMO got paid out, got fully funded, and they were happy. And yes, that's how we were able to solve that problem. Now let's move on to the second company. And that would be the prop trading. So the prop trading is also one of the companies that I know 100% you will get funded and you will get paid out if you do everything by the book. So with this one, I actually have verified client payouts because one of the people that work for me on automation was first funded with these people and he did actually show me the payouts. So I know 100% that they are legit and that they pay out. and I also know a lot of other people and clients that did get paid out with them. So when it comes to this, it's a very safe bet. You can use them. There's only one caveat to using this firm. The only problem with using this firm is after you get funded, they have a lot size restriction for the first 3 months of you being funded. So let's say you pass the challenge, you pass the verification, which is phase 2, and now you're funded, right? During the first challenge and verification, there are no restrictions whatsoever, except of course the drawdown limit and all of that you can see here. But once you are funded, there is some restrictions for the first 3 months. So the biggest restriction, and I think that's the only one or the main one, is that you can only trade up to 10 lot sizes per instrument. And if you trade more than 10 lot sizes on a single instrument, you immediately breach the account and you have to start all over again. So this is a very important thing that you must keep in mind. Now, for us, this is not a problem because within our EA, we actually have a feature where it lets you put the maximum amount of lots that you can have at any one time. So let's say you're trading AUD NZD or you're trading CAD CHF or something like that. What you can put a maximum lot limit of 10 lots inside the EA. That way you know that no matter what, you will never have more than 10 lots open at any one time. And that's how you can actually get paid out by this prop firm right here and keep growing your account. And then after the 3-month restriction is done, then you can trade how many ever lots you want and you will be just fine. The next firm I want to talk about is one that is a bit newer. I think this was formed last year, like around late last year is when I first started hearing about this one, and since then it has become more and more popular. And I also have clients that have gotten funded with them 100%. The only thing that I do not have that is confirmed, I do not believe that I have any clients that confirmed to me specifically that they did pay them out, but I didn't have any complaints either that they didn't. So I would encourage you to do some more research on your own, or you can just try them out yourself and see. But yes, I do have clients that are funded with E8. They did not have any problems. I did not specifically ask them if they were paid out or not, but I know for sure that these guys here are legit, and yeah, we can check some of their other things out. So they have an E8 account, then they have this Elevate account, which lets you scale up to like $1 million. Again, the basic rules are almost the same for everybody, 8%, 5% on phase 2. This has become like the new norm, and the prices are pretty good too, so it's a good option to get started with. And yes, you can use the EA on this. Also keep in mind that you do want to edit your settings a little bit here and there to make sure that nobody else is using the exact same settings that you have. That way you can avoid any problems or whatnot. My next pick is also another prop firm that is pretty recent. It's called True Forex Funds. So True Forex Funds, I do have clients that are fully funded with them. I know a couple of people that got their funded accounts with no problems using the EA. They did not ask for anything. They were not weird about it. So it was all 100% fine and there were no problems whatsoever. And yeah, most of the rules are the same. The only difference here is that phase 2 actually has a 4% target instead of a 5% target that you see with most other firms. So that's actually kind of favorable to you. That's 1% less. Sometimes that does make a difference, especially when it's a rougher week and stuff like that. 1% can make a huge difference. We can see the prices here. They're a bit more expensive than the previous one at E8, but then again, you do have to keep in mind that phase 2 is 4% instead of 5%. So you pay the price for that 1% difference. Okay, now next up we have some honorary mentions. The reason I say that is because I do not have anybody funded with these, and I do not have anybody who showed me proof of payouts with these that are coming up right now. So the first one is called Excel Trade, all right? So with these ones, what they claim is that you can trade up to $1 million and beyond. You can trade your style, retain 90% of your profits, no limits to the upside. I'm not sure what that means. No strategy restrictions. and that's what we're interested in actually, weekly profit payout and 25% account top up. So not sure what that last one means either, but weekly profit payout is very interesting. No strategy restrictions is very interesting as well. And as we can go into their FAQ, can I utilize EAs or trading robots? You can use any trading automation that suits you best. So pretty much there is no restrictions when it comes to how to trade with these people. You can just start trading with the bot. You won't have any problems. Now, like I said, this is a honorary mention because I do not have any one of my clients that is funded with them or that is actually has gotten paid out. And for that reason, it's an honorary mention basically. Another one that we have here is called Blue Guardian Capital. Now, I have heard good things about this one, but then again, this is a honorary mention because I do not have any of my clients that got funded with them, and I do not have any confirmed payouts from my clients. Now, the reason why is because some of my clients just don't know these firms, right? Some of them are pretty new, some of them are not that popular, etc., etc. So there's nothing wrong with them. But then you go to the FAQ and we ask, are EAs allowed? Yes, they say EAs are allowed. EAs are allowed. You may use EAs that you set up that suit your own strategy or trading style. If we do find a large number of traders using the same EA, we may restrict the EA from being traded on our funded accounts. So basically, most firms will have some kind of line like this, same as FTMO, maximum capital allocation rule. The reason why they do that is because they do not want a lot of people trading the exact same pairs, especially. Usually with strategy, they will let it slide, but when you have people that trade the exact same pair during the exact same schedule with the exact same settings, then of course that's way too much risk for them because everybody's doing it, and if it goes wrong for everybody at the same time. So that's why it's not allowed. And like I said again, the key to getting funded with all of these firms that I show you here is actually editing your settings a bit. Even though they do allow EAs and it's not a problem, you still want to be on the safer side and tweak and edit your settings a little bit. Now, you don't have to go crazy and like tweak every single little thing, but it is smart if you slightly adjust it while also maybe trade in a couple of extra pairs instead of just sticking to one. So maybe let's say you mainly trade US 30, but you put in some gold here and there, right? You put in some AUD and ZD just to have a mixed record where they can see that, oh, actually he trades multiple pairs. He doesn't trade just one strategy, just one set file that everybody else is using, etc., etc. And I found that most of my clients that got funded and they still have their funded accounts for months on months and months on end have actually done stuff like this in order to maintain their accounts without having any problems with any of these firms. So that would be it for this video. These would be my picks. These last two are honorary picks. The first four were official picks. And if I have any updates, I'll create another video going over maybe some more firms that not everybody knows, ones that are new and whatnot. If you guys want to see that, comment down below and we can go and explore together other firms that maybe are not so known that also allow EAs and that also don't have any strategy restrictions. All right? See you guys in the next YouTube video.